Welcome to the Geeks Attic. This is a book review of World of Warcraft, Rise of the Horde. World of Warcraft, Rise of the Horde was written by New York Times best-selling author Christie Golden.
And now for a summary. Now this book is going to sound kind of complicated, but it really isn't. It's really hard to break down into a simple summary without giving anything really away. However, I believe I've done a pretty good job of staying spoiler-free. Sargeras, the Dark Titan and Lord of the Burning Legion, has corrupted the Eredar, a race of powerful magic wielders. Sargeras promised power to the Eredar leadership in exchange for their people's bidding on the world of Argus. Two of the three Eredar accept this offer. The one who believes this deal is wrong is Velen. Velen gathers those that he trusts most to gather others who disagree with the deal between the leadership and Sargeras to escape their world with the help of a divine Naru. The Eredar who escape the dreaded grip of Sargeras and make their new home on Draenor, they are given the name Draenei, meaning exiled ones. Over time, the Draenei live among the Orcs. The two races aren't necessarily allies, but they do get along. Over many, many years, the Draenei, who live extremely long lives, have watched the Orcs become more civilized with time. And then came an event that would change the lives of the Draenei and the Orcs forever. Two young Orcs find themselves in trouble. However, the Draenei save them and take them to the Draenei Kingdom, where they meet Velen. The hospitality that these two Orcs were given will have a lasting effect on their lives and play a role in major events to come. One of the Eredar leaders who accepted the deal from Sargeras and betrayed his people was Kil'jaeden. And Kil'jaeden became obsessed with searching for the Draenei. When he finds them on Draenor, he will use his dark power to seduce the Orcs into doing his bidding, especially the shaman orc Gould Dan. Now Gould Dan falls for the powers of Kil'jaeden and does as instructed and gathers the separate clans of the Orcs to unite them under one banner as the Horde. Now let's talk about characters. There are a great number of them in this book, but I will only mention three. Up first is Durotan. He and his Frostwolf clan don't like how events are played out under the leadership of Gould Dan. The Horde defies much of who they are as a people and their traditions. Durotan does his best to stay loyal to the legacy of the Frostwolf clan and slow to the changes forced upon him. He's brave, defiant, and moral, but he'll have to do what he has to keep his clan alive. Up next is Gould Dan. He's a shaman orc. He's the great betrayer, the first warlock of the Horde. He forces the Orcs to abandon the old ways. No longer shall the Orcs dwell on the spirits, but a new dark magic. Gould Dan leads his people to betray all they once believed. The peaceful Draenei have been twisted in the minds of the Orc. They are now viewed as the villain and have no place in the world of Draenor. Gould Dan will lead his horde to war, and when the war is over, through a magical portal to Azeroth for more blood. Finally, the last character, Velen, the former Eredar, now Draenei. He is wise and caring for his people. He's always keeping an eye out for the treacherous Kil'jaeden. It's his mission to stay one step ahead of the Burning Legion's quest for domination and annihilating the remainder of his people. His desire for peace and a place to call home is great. And now for my overall thoughts. This book was great. The lore of Warcraft is deep and expansive. The story is actually pretty tough to explain without giving much away, but I'd say I succeeded in remaining spoiler-free. Now, I really loved this book. The characters felt real, their situation dire. I was sad when it ended. Christie Golden is an excellent writer. I would say that this book is the best place to start reading in the Warcraft novel timeline. It's the formation of the Horde and the beginning of the invasion of Azeroth, which is where we are in the game World of Warcraft. Now, if your time is limited and you can't play World of Warcraft, the game from Blizzard, this book is a wonderful substitute.
So do I recommend that you read World of Warcraft, Rise of the Horde? Heck yes. For the rating, I will give this book an A. It's loaded with action, full of emotion. It'll leave you wanting more Warcraft lore, and there's tons of books that you can dive into after this one. That'll do it for this video. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already so you'll be notified when I post more videos. Check me out at thegeeksaddict.com and all social media at The Geeks Addict. Have a good one.